What is up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. I've got the evolutions of all of the new Loomians here for the update now that they've opened up Route 4 and Route 5. I've gotten and evolved all these guys. You guys might not even know what this one is, but I'm going to tell you. We're going to show you what the moves are, and let's get started here right away. So first of all, we can go through the Loomipedia just to kind of show you that we've got all these here. So far, this little teddy bear thing, as far as I've seen, can't get that one. Maybe that's one of those ones that's it's hard to find as a dusket. That's the only one in here that we've seen here that we don't know just yet. The fan cub, haven't found that one. If you guys have found that one, then let me know. So we've got a bunch of these other ones here. So like this one right here, the Igneel, I'm going to go over the earlier versions of them because all of mine are evolved at this point. So we'll show you the final evolution. We'll take it out, let you see what it looks like. But this one right here, the Igneel, is a lizard Loomian, and it's found in the caves, like in the lava caves. So you have to go in there where you find those clay talls and all of those, all of the lava, the fire types. Now, this one at level 24 evolved into something called a Chrysite. So a Chrysite right here. Not sure exactly what this thing is, but it's very interesting. It looks like it's just a bunch of spikes and rocks. So it's kind of an intermediary point, and it is pretty tough, and it was pretty effective in battle. But this one at level 40 evolves to what we've got here. It has to be level 40, so that's crazy. The Obsidrugon. So it's the first one that I know of that evolves at level 40, but this one's pretty cool looking, as you can see right here. He's taking a little bit of a nap, but it looks like a T-Rex. It's kind of like a mechanical T-Rex, which I think is really awesome. Now we can look at some of the details of this guy right here. He's an ancient type. For battle, let's see, for his moves, he's got Beast Slumber, which he takes a sleep for 3 turns, but he regains health and energy, and his defenses are boosted. So it's like you just kind of take a break, and hopefully you don't die in those 3 turns, but your defenses are up, so hopefully that is good. I don't know. We'll have to see how this one works out in battle, because something tells me it's just going to cause me to go to sleep and die. So it's also got Primal Slash, swipe at the target with claws, lands critical hits more often. So that one right there. Headbutt is pretty strong, it's just a normal type move, and then we've got the Mud Splatter move, which we know of already. The basic training, what we've come up here, the UP stats, not that great, and I haven't really been doing any focus training, so I just kind of have points where they are. I've been doing mostly XP training to try to get all these up to level 40. So that is the Obsidrugon. That one's kind of rare. The Igneel is not an easy one to find there in the cave. So moving on to some of these other ones that we've got here. So we've talked about this one in a video yesterday, the Krakaloa. These ones, the Krakaloa, the Chartiki, and the Valkoa, and there is another one over there that I haven't showed you, that I don't have here, but I will show you here in this video as well. But these ones are evolutions of either the Kratal or the Kabunga. So this one right here, when you do a trade, you end up trading a Kratal, and that one will evolve in a trade. It's really weird. It looks like there's a person walking underneath that thing when it moves around. So yeah, these ones, as you can see, will come up here in the Loomipedia. These ones evolve from the Kratal, which you find in those rocks in that little lava cave in Route 5 as well. And the Kratal also will evolve to this one here called the Valkaloa, which we will show you here as well, because we've got this one right here. This one is the Valkaloa. This is what it looks like. I like the way it looks, but it looks more like an evolution of the Kabunga than it does like an evolution of the Kratal, doesn't it? I mean, it just kind of looks like that. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's just me. But let's look at some of these guys' moves, by the way, as well. In battle, this one's got Singe, Fire Slam, Slash, and Mud Splatter. And the description of it doesn't really show up very well because the ability seems to be a little bit too long in the description. UP stats are kind of all over the place. Most of these guys are going to have similar UP stats and TP training, so we're just going to kind of go over the moves and see what they look like. So now that we've done that, all right, that was Valkoa. Battle moves, this one has Singe, Savage Greed, which is a pretty interesting move, Spare, and Swipe. That's what I've got on it for now. Most of these I've got up to level 40, but some of them I've got just up to level 30, 31, which these ones right here I have been working on training as well. So the Chartiki, this is one that also evolves from the Kratal. This looks like a tree, almost like a Gengar, and a Trevlis. I don't know, I'm trying to remember the name of the Pokemon that it actually looks like. So this one has Life Drain, always a useful one. Fire Breath. a new one here called photosynthesis, where it can convert sunlight into nutrients to restore health, and Briar Block. So a bunch of these have a new move where they can kind of put up a wall, like a barrier that will hurt the other Loomian. I haven't used these in battle yet, but I'm looking forward to actually trying a bunch of these new moves out. Of course, we've seen the Slugling. That one's really easy to catch in Route 4 and easy to find as well. The Slugling ends up evolving at some point. Let's see what it evolves into. The Slugling evolved into this one, the Escargot at level 20. Escargot. If you guys know what escargot is, it's some food that you eat that is actually like snails or I don't know. It's slimy. I haven't eaten it, but basically this is escargot. It's funny. But then the escargot will eventually evolve, I think it was like level 34, into the Gastrowalk. So let's look what the Gastrowalk looks like. We saw the Gastrowalk first like a long time ago when they did the first teaser of the game. It was kind of blocking the bridge. So now we actually get to see what the Gastrowalk, which a lot of us already suspected was the evolution of the Slugling over here. So let's see what this guy looks like real quick. Pretty large in size. Looks like he's just carrying a big tree on his back. Let's look at his moves real quick. So go and look at his moves. Gastrowalk, go to battle, has Take Root, which we've used this one before with our Ansi, our evolved Ansies before. So this one brings life back to you during a fight. Toxic, or the Slime, this is a toxic move, and it usually will poison. I've been poisoned with it most times when I've been hit by it. Barrier Block, we already talked about this one, and Nature's Force, which we have seen and used by other Loomians before. One of the next ones that you run into the wild is called the Gum Pods. They look like little crabs, and the Gum Pods actually end up evolving at some point. I don't remember exactly what the level it was when it evolved, but it evolved into this guy right here, the Ventation. So I've got this little guy at level 40, does not evolve beyond level 40. In a part of the story, you see those the little lakes and the things that were sticking out of it. These were the little things that were sticking out of it. So in battle, it uses Hydro Slash, so it's got a lot of water moves, and it does have an ice move as well. It has Hydro Slash, Soft Water, which helps kind of restore energy in a bunch of different moves, the Geyser, and then also the Sleet Shot. So we've seen most of these moves before on other Loomians as well. As far as how it looks, it just still looks like a really big crab that's following you around, but it's got some really cool steam that's coming off of it at that point as well. So now we're going to look at the next ones we have. Let's see, the Wiki. So this is another one that evolves from the Kabunga when you do a trade. As far as how to make it do it, I think it's just random. It either evolves into one or it evolves into the other. This one has Bushwhack, which has been a pretty useful in battle. Pine Shot, we've seen that before. Sap Plant, we have seen that before as well. And Photosynthesis, which is a kind of a new one, but we've seen it previously in this video. So this is the fourth one, which is one of those evolutions through trades with the Claytals or the Kabungas. So let's see, what do we have next over here? The Setamars. So this Setamars evolves from the little Koala guy. Let's see, the Koala guy was called the Rock Koala. You can find the Rock Koala, I think, in Route 4 and Route 5. He's usually pretty easy to come by, but he ends up evolving at level 25 over to this guy that we're looking at over here, the Setamars. So let's move the Setamars here to the main so you can see what he looks like. He just looks like a really, really big sort of gorilla thing. It's like a gorilla koala. It's a koala-rilla, is what I would have called it, koala-rilla, but Setamars, you know, that works too. This guy, I've got him at level 40, so he does not evolve up to level 40, but after level 40, who knows what he's going to evolve into. It's got the move Chomp, so it's got a dark move. It's got Mud Splatter, which we've seen, Earthquake, which is a pretty powerful earth move, and Raging Tackle, which is really, really strong and can sometimes be a one-hit type of move. Next one over here we've seen is the Shachi. This is at level 40 now, and it has not evolved yet. It's only gained like new moves through its evolution, but so far it just has not evolved. But it has the Brainwash move, has the Quick Pounce, which is always useful if there's just a couple little hits and you just want to get your move off first. Foul Chant, which I don't think I've used before. Some of these mind moves I don't think I've used before in battle. And Swipe, which is kind of a pretty typical one as well. So this one, if it does evolve, it evolves past level 40, and right now that is the max that we can actually use. So let's see exactly what that one looks like. I think you guys have probably seen what this one looks like because it's easy to find, easy to catch, and it just looks the same. Pretty small, tiny thing, and I'm thinking it will evolve at some point in the future. Now this next one over here, the Eruptodon, is really cool looking. Level 40, I think it was like level 38 when it actually evolved. Like the Skalava evolved into the Gexplode at 22, and then it comes the Eruptodon at level 38. It is a fire type all the way around. Let's see, it's got Fire Breath, it's got Lava Slash, Magma Block, and Blaze Chop. So these are all pretty powerful fire moves. This guy is just like fire all the way. We're gonna put him over here and you guys can see what he looks like. We'll also show the medium evolution so you can see what that looks like, but looks like a really big lizard. I'm not sure if it reminds me of something or not. Maybe it's a little bit like a Zulong, but I like the look of it, just the colors of it, and it's really, really big too. So this one's probably gonna be a pretty useful one in battle as well. Now to see what it looks like in between as a part of the evolution, it starts from the, you get the, it's the Gexplode, and the Gexplode eventually evolves at level 38. When it turns into the Gexplode at level 22 from the Skilava, it actually gets a couple of fire moves, but then when it turns into its final evolution, it gets a lot more. This guy, he's kind of weird looking, just looks like this, and it looks like he's sleeping most of the time when he's walking around with you. And then, of course, that all evolves from the Skalava, which you get over there in the caves. Alright, so that covers all of these new Loomians. We've got 20 Loomians here that we just went over. Of course, we still don't know where the fan cub is. Maybe we can find this one, maybe this one's roaming, maybe I'm going to have to do some videos and some streams where I am searching for these. If you guys have any questions about these, then let me know, and good luck on your hunting. And if you guys want to do some battling with me when I do some battles in live streams or in videos, then make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so I can keep you guys informed and you guys can come hang out. And we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.